Yes, indeed. It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep. Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Hey guys, this is the Tech Phantom, and this is a test stream. I am trying to stream directly into my YouTube channel from the PS4. I haven't streamed or uploaded in a while, and life got in the way. But I think it's, I thought I'd give this a go. The reason I haven't been able to stream or upload much is because I've been too busy to be able to fit in the time that it takes to record, edit, do the audio, and just manage the channel. And I know that's not a very good excuse, but I thought I'd give it a go. If I can find a fast way to do it, and that's why I'm testing this method right now, which would be to go directly from the PlayStation. Now there's two ways that I can do this. I can either do it with the audio, or I can do it without the audio and record audio post the play session. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try to to do it live, I guess. Unfortunately, I'm already kind of distracted a little bit and finding it hard to do both think about what I'm going to say and also keep the playthrough going. It took me a long time to go through the menu, so that's probably why I was literally having to stop and just concentrate on what I was going to say before I could pick some of the menus. So, since this is a test stream and it's very likely that I'm going to be deleting this video and it may not even see light of day, although the settings are defaulted to public on PlayStation. So what I'm trying to do right now is get an idea of the audio levels, both my voice and also the background game levels. Alright, another reason why I haven't uploaded in a while, and it has been a while, is that I didn't feel like I had much to contribute. You know, Demon's Souls was not a game that was streamed by a large number of people. Obviously, it was a little bit of an indie hit that took off and the community developed around it. But with each new game in the Souls series, there's been more and more interest, and it's become a little bit more mainstream. And there has been more coverage and more channels devoted to playing the game, the lore, PvP, PvE, weapons ratings, and those kinds of things. So I didn't feel like I could spend enough time finding special builds or special techniques, and I certainly don't have the time to be anywhere near a full-time streamer or have the time to try to get so good at the game that you could, for example, speed run it or anything like that. As a matter of fact, you guys know that I'm a little bit opposite of that. You can call me the anti-speed runner. What I like to do is I like to take speed running tactics and basically modify them as well as the build. So using the tactics and techniques that speedrunners do, but going through the game at a little bit more of a leisurely rate. So I'm gonna record for a half an hour. I have my my timer set for a half an hour. Again, that death right there was strictly my inability so far to concentrate on what I'm saying and concentrate on what I'm doing on the screen. So, which is one of the reasons why I'd like to record audio afterwards. And I'm also going to do, I think I'm going to do another session where I am going to record audio afterwards. The PlayStation does give me the option to do that. You can have the option to record your audio or not. I don't know if that works with the streaming though, so we'll see. So I'm not going to say much about the build that I'm going to make here. Assuming that I go through with this project. I think it would be a little bit of a spoiler if I talk about the actual build that I'm gonna build during the test stream. But on the other hand, I think it's going to be pretty obvious what it's gonna be. I must say that it is a different kind of a weapon for me. I like weapons that hit very, very hard. But normally, what I mean by that is not just purely attack rating, but attack rating relative to the number of levels that you have to put in, and attack rating level relative to stamina, and relative to weight of the weapon. So it's a little bit of a min-max type of valuation of how hard a weapon hits. So it's not just purely AR, it's a combination of, yes, AR, but also stamina levels, weight, and I think that all comes into play with Dark Souls. And I think that's actually one of the things that's made Dark Souls very popular is that as an RPG, an action RPG, you do have to think about those things as you're going through the game, as you're making builds. That, of course, and the sense of adventure and also the sense of accomplishment that you get when you are finally able to defeat a boss that you've been having problems with. FromSoft does a wonderful job of visualizing, helping us visualize the settings, especially with Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 2, not as much. It was a good game, but once Bloodborne came out, you could see what could have been really with Dark Souls 2. Alright, it's already been 18 minutes, and it took me 18 minutes to get to the bonfire, so that's not boding very well for my ability to both play and talk at the same time. So, as a matter of fact, I didn't want to go that way. Alright, so I'm going to try this skip here. I am not a big fan of this skip. It gives me a lot of problems sometimes to do the skip. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll get frustrated and I'll remove all of my armor. And I think psychologically that just helps me with getting this skip. But as you could see, and I don't know if you guys have had the same experience, this is it could be a very frustrating skip. I'm just gonna get the Estus flask and the ring, and I will do a very, very quick run to the first boss with the starting weapon. Whoops, with the starting weapon. I almost died there again. My brain is trying to figure out how to talk and manage a controller at the same time. And so far, I don't want to say that I'm failing, but it ain't going super well either. Alright, I should level up here.
Welcome to the island. Very well, then. Farewell, Ashen One.
One of the things that it's one of my pet peeves is I hate carrying around souls. So if I can level up to the next level with souls that I have in my inventory, I will do that. I believe I need 800 souls to level 847, so I need about 600 souls, and I think I have enough. Maybe not. That's going to be 400. Oh my gosh, guys! I don't know if this is going to work out. Forgetting what I'm going to be doing. I think the commentary is going to suffer as well. But we'll give it a couple of tries here. Okay, I'm still short. I'm short about 100 souls, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kill a couple hollows here. 847, so I need about 60 or 70 souls. Let me get that quickly, hopefully, by killing these guys. The other thing that I did, I just realized, is that I never turned in my Estus flasks to the blacksmith, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Need to kill a couple of more guys here. Hopefully that does it. Yep, that's going to do it. Not the most action-packed start here. So I apologize for that, guys.
Well, let me, I am a...
Oh, the other thing that I'm doing is I don't even know if I have any viewers right now, but I am not reading comments, so I apologize for not. This is not going to be an interactive stream, unfortunately. Well, especially the first test stream. So I went to reinforce flasks here. There we go. All right. So normally what I like to do in the audio is I watch the video replay of the session, and then I think about anything interesting that happened, or I think about
Very well. Then touch him.
I think about sort of my overall thoughts on the build, and I also like to try to highlight something interesting in the particular level, or the way I approached the endpoint here. The test run, I'm just going to take on the first boss, and I think I'll call it a day, and I think I'm going to try it again, but without audio, and we'll go from there. All right, so there are. I know that there are comments right now, and then there are people on stream. I apologize. Like I said, this is a test stream. I can barely talk and hold the controller at the same time. There's no way I'm going to be able to concentrate on your comments. So I apologize for that. You know, I think as I do more of this, I think I'm going to be getting a little better at it. And again, the whole point is to try to figure out a way to post to the channel with sort of less of an overhead, right? So if I can do the live audio, and if I can post directly to YouTube without having to edit and then upload to YouTube, that's going to be fantastic. The other option I was thinking about doing is to post directly to Twitch and then download the video to Twitch and then add an audio commentary on it. So that's still an option. That's a little bit more work. But it's definitely less work than what I did before. So for those of you that are on stream right now, I would appreciate it if you gave some feedback. Not on stream right now, but gave some feedback on the actual video. Tell me your thoughts. I'll probably leave it up for a couple of days. I'm gonna hide in the corner here, hope that Lothric Knight goes away. Alright, so let's go take on the first boss, and we will call it a day after that. And I forgot to put on the ring, so I'm telling you guys, just the most basic of things I'm forgetting to do because of my inability to talk and play this game at the same time. Which, I have played this game a fair amount, so some things you would think, or I would think would be kind of second nature. I wouldn't have to think about them. As a matter of fact, I was hoping to take advantage of that. Alright. And it is nice that I'm loading up with fire bombs. Another little point that I'd like to make about the audio. I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times I'll forget the name of an enemy or the name of a weapon or a specific item. And sometimes that's what's kind of nice, to be able to look up those things and prepare. Not necessarily write out a script, but kind of mentally prepare when I'm watching a video replay about what I'm going to say. That makes the audio go a lot smoother. So, getting ready to take on Vort here. Pretty easy boss. Especially with lightning. He's very weak to lightning. And he telegraphs his moves quite a bit. Easy to just stand underneath him and wail away. Alright, he gave me a different set of attacks here. So that was a pretty terrible rendition of Vort. Died. Had to be very quiet midstream, but I'm kind of self-conscious because I'm trying to record the audio. So, like I said, I think my gameplay is going to suffer at least until I get used to it. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to call it for now. In about 5 minutes, I am going to do another stream. This time, it's going to be no audio. Again, I'm not going to put the comments on stream because that's going to distract me from my play. But would very much appreciate if you posted some comments on the actual video, gave me your feedback, let me know if you used to watch my videos. Hello, welcome back, I guess. Let me know if this is something that would interest you. As a little bit of a teaser, I think I'm calling this, as far as I'm concerned, it's the best melee PvE build that I've tried, and I've tried all kinds of different builds, but this one specifically, I don't want to call it easy mode. It starts off not easy mode, but it's surely by a third of the game it becomes easy mode, and it's the most reliable build that I found to take on the DLC bosses, especially the second DLC bosses, which have gigantic health pools. Anyway, with that, I'm going to be signing off, and we'll be back again with another audioless version of this in about 5 to 10 minutes.